And in that moment, maybe because this has happened to me and I always thought about what would I do if it happens ever again, like I just immediately like pushed him away and I screamed my lungs out. I've never in my life screamed that loudly, I think. I just screamed my lungs out. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So first of all, let me tell you guys that I'm okay. I'm fine. The incident that I'm gonna tell you about now happened like a week ago. I had time to process it. I had time to think about if I wanted to share this with you or not. I came to the conclusion that it's actually quite important because I'm sure I'm not the only person this has happened to, and I think it can be easier to deal with things if we talk about it in our community. And because we have such an open, wonderful community, I felt like, yeah, you know, why not share it with you guys? So first of all, I want to tell you guys that in this incident, I was quite lucky. And we get to that. However, I got mugged already 5 years ago in London as well. And that one, well, the outcome wasn't as great. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you guys what happened 5 years ago. I feel like to a certain degree it was my own fault because I went to Whitechapel 5 years ago, and if you know anything about London, especially 5 years ago, Whitechapel was still quite a dodgy area. It can even still be dodgy nowadays. I was visiting a friend, I went home very late in the evening and I was walking to the bus stop and nobody was there. Like, the streets were entirely empty and I was waiting for the bus, and usually public transport in London is quite good. However, the later it gets, you know, obviously the less buses per hour you have, so I was standing there for quite a bit. And two guys approached me. And you know when you have this like sixth sense? This is the sixth sense. And I was already very aware, and let me be honest, I'm very aware in general. Maybe I'm even on the edge of being paranoid sometimes, but I think it's better if your senses are always alert than, you know, just walking through life not thinking about anything. So most of the time I know nothing is gonna happen because I know my brain is just super paranoid. However, I had this sixth sense where I was like, I didn't feel comfortable. So the two guys were standing with me at the bus stop for 3-4 minutes maybe, and suddenly the one of them just jumped on me, held me from the back. I had a Chanel, by the way, I had a Chanel Mini rectangular in gold wrinkled patent chevron leather. I'm gonna put it up so that you can actually see it. And yeah, so the one guy held me from the back and the other one tried to take the bag from me. However, because it was a mini rectangle, I was wearing a crossbody, and I tried to kick, I tried to, you know, push them away. However, you know, with two guys, like, there was nothing I could do, so they got my bag and they ran off. Luckily, you know, you only think about these things afterwards. Obviously, they could have had a weapon, right? They could have had a knife. Knife crime is so big here in London. So what are you going to do? You can't do anything in that moment. I was alone by myself. Nobody else was there. The first reaction you have is to, you know, just push people away. But like physically, I would have not been able to do anything. However, I did come out of that with the biggest bruise of my life. My entire knee was purple and blue and green for weeks, and that time I lost my mini rectangular. I always thought, you know, I should have not carried a bag to an area where it's quite dodgy, but to be honest, they might have done that no matter if it was a designer bag or not. It was late at night. I don't even know if they saw that it was a Chanel bag or if they were just after any kind of bag. But obviously, when you carry a Chanel bag with you, you have the CC logo, right? This is my beautiful vintage bag from my year of birth. The gold one, of course, you know, anybody who knows Chanel bags would have recognized it's a Chanel bag. Two guys in the middle of the night where it's dark, I don't know, maybe they would have grabbed whatever bag I was carrying, no matter if it was a designer bag. You know, maybe they only realized later what they got. But yeah, so it's dangerous, obviously, to carry. So let me tell you guys, usually I feel very safe in London. even though this happened to me twice now, usually I feel very safe. However, like I said, the first time it happened with my beautiful Chanel Mini was in a dodgy area, etc. So what happened now to me, and I still can't believe it that this happened like the second time. However, this time I fought him off. So it was only one person that attacked me. I don't know if you guys can see this. I still have a real bruise here again. Like, it's been a week, okay? So it was a lot darker. That's just from like pushing the person away and really trying to, yeah, but I tell you the story. So I hope it's gonna heal quickly again, but I think you can still see it, right? So what happened now? I was just carrying my Bottega Veneta Mini Jewellery, the newest bag in my collection. I love her so much. And you would think that people do not know about Bottega, right? I mean, this could be a Topshop bag for all we know. ASOS is copying these bags, you know, so I don't know. South Kensington, guys, is a very, very wealthy, one of the top wealthiest areas in London. It's where Harrods is, you know, Knightsbridge is right next to South Kensington, and it's one of the wealthiest areas. So it was again late at night. I was on my way home. I was walking to South Kensington station, and this bag, I think if I would have held it in my hand, I would have had no chance to hold on to it. But let me show you. So basically what I do, I hold this bag like this when I walk, yeah? And this time it was like a guy, I think he was like 19, 20 maybe, late teens, early 20s, and he just ran by me and started to grab my bag, but because I was wearing it like this, like I kind of got dragged like this, you know, and that's what I mean. If I would have held it like this, he would have easily been able to take it from me. But I was walking like this, I don't know, he just grabbed onto it and tried to pull it. And in that moment, maybe because this has happened to me and I always thought about what would I do if it happens ever again, like I just immediately like pushed him away and I screamed my lungs out. I've never in my life screamed that loudly, I think. I just screamed my lungs out. And I think that kind of deterred him. I think most of the time they know that people will just be shocked and react in a way where they just like stunned. And I think because I immediately, you know, pushed him and screamed my lungs out, he just ran away. But yeah, so this was, like I said, only one person. But again, you wonder, right? Was he just going for any bag? And I'm just very unlucky, you know, that people target me, because I feel like most people would not know this is a designer bag. Obviously, if this was a black Bottega Veneta Mini Jodi in the classic intricatio leather, you know, even more understated. This is flashy, but still, I don't think most people would know that this is a designer bag. So again, I wonder if, you know, it's just people targeting anyone on the streets with bags. Maybe they would take those bags, you know, use your cards until they're limited out and, I don't know, throw the bag even away because they just want the content of the bag. I don't know. I don't know if they know that these are designer bags. I have no idea. But yeah, so this time I held onto it simply because I was in a lucky position where it was really like, you know, I think it would have not been easy for anyone to just run and grab the bag. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys feel safe? First of all, let me know where you live. Do you live in a big city? Do you live in a smaller city? Do you feel safe in your environment when you carry your bags? Is it a difference between carrying a logo bag versus a non-logo, more understated kind of bag? I know this whole debate about silent luxury is going around because of the Gwyneth Paltrow case. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I know this happened twice. I'm not gonna let anybody ruin my spirits and my love for fashion, and I think you just have to be super alert. But to be honest, if somebody targets you, and you are alone by yourself and it's late and there's nobody around, I think there's not a lot you can do, even if you are super alert, you know. So yeah, let me know how you feel. Let me know if this has ever happened to any one of you guys. What were your thoughts afterwards? What were your reactions? What were your emotions? I would like to know that. Will I stop wearing my bags? No. But yeah, this happened twice now. And this time I was a lot luckier than the first time around. Yeah guys, okay, I know this is a tougher topic, this is a heavier topic, but nonetheless I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It's so important to us content creators. And yeah, join our luxury obsessed family here. I'm on my way to 50k guys, and I really want to reach that this year. That would be so amazing, so every kind of support would be so much appreciated. Yeah, I love you guys and I see you again very soon. Bye!